we end up winning this side of the defensive side by smart playing. Just playing smart, and everyone holding blue off on the B side was key to winning this map. This side, I mean. So right here we got the second side coming up. We're on offense. So we kind of try to make up a decision of what we're gonna do before we start. But depending on what team we're playing and how they play, we'll maybe change that strategy. But so yeah, like off the start, we always have one guy rush in and see where they're protecting. So as you saw me off the start, I just ran in and not necessarily tried to die, but for me dying and being able to press start and see what they're protecting and where they're protecting from helps all my teammates know where they are and make a push on the correct places without getting 3 or 4 down. So once again, like in my last podcast, pressing start is very important. So right here we see Merg playing a really interesting spot. I actually never really tried this, but I'm pretty sure it's a really good spot. Since he's usually people sit on white wall or sit back of that red crate next to him, but he's out of reach of grenades right there. Like no one ever nades that spot, so it's a really good spot. I think you can see a lot of people using this in the future. So they're gonna try to run up the hill, and he should get a free kill if one guy tries to come for it. So we got 3 down for our team. Yeah, there we go. There's definitely a guy that try to come up the hill. He got some off guard. Then me and Fatalize kill someone off spawn, so we get 3 down. So right there, Merc tried to get them to red since we had A on lock. They were all gonna spawn red and blue, so he was just trying to get him off the spawn and take him out of position. So right here, I'm on white wall. It's kind of pointless of me being on white wall. I can't really see where my teammates are since we're watching this on spectator mode. But just by Fatalize calling out right there, apparently they're all in the blue side of the map except for the guy in respawn that killed me. So here's what I think. This is the most important thing on the scrapyard is not to try to get the perfect plant. A lot of teams try to get the perfect setup like you do on captured flag, where someone is in red corner and someone's on white wall. But when you play good teams, it's really hard to get to that, to get the perfect 4 down and then just watch every entrance. So what you want to do is try to scrap your way into that setup. So you want to force them to get a good spawn, which would be pushing them to get blue spawn. So we don't decide to do this pretty early. In the future, we'll probably do it earlier, but we keep trying to get the perfect setup, and it clearly isn't going to work. So I think it's 2 minutes later in this round right here, we're gonna make a push where we have a guy push their spawn in white wall. So the fact that we have a guy in their spawn on white wall makes them spawn blue, and they have no choice of being blue and red. So if we have as long as we have a guy in their spawn, they're gonna keep spawning blue and red. So what that creates is makes a 4 spawn to blue and makes them think. Since we have a player on white wall and a player in their spawn, then the other 2 players are trying to control blue. So like I said earlier, on defense it's really important to control blue, but if your whole team's in blue and red corner, it's really not a good thing since you're cut off in a corner and it's pretty easy to get stunned and naded. So then again, we're trying to make a push. This time we're pushing red corner. My teammate calls out 818. Wasn't there. Right here I get 2 down. So we have 3 down right now. So Big Timer's in red right now, but we have no one on white wall. So then again, like I said earlier, trying to get that perfect setup, it clearly isn't working for us. As you can see right there, we got shut down pretty easily. So I'm just gonna try to stay alive as long as I can mid-map to allow my teammates to push up without getting spawn killed. So me being in a distraction there gave my team a chance of getting outside of their spawn. So right here, when you got crane spawns like this is where you want to like try to make something happen on the white wall side. Like a lot of teams try to get the perfect setup, but by pushing perfect setup from when you get the crane spawn, you're gonna lose at least a minute trying to get to blue and controlling it fully. And even then, your chance of getting to red corner or bomb site without getting shot at least once is pretty slim to none. So right here we make the call of what we're gonna try to do. You see Big Timer on the right side of Fatalize screen right here. He's in their spawn. So this being, you see Fatal pulling push the middle right here, perfect push. Takes them out of position, force the spawn. They don't have a choice. They don't have nowhere to go. So right here, I told Fairlights to go for it, but he was going reds. But it kind of works out for the best since they're all spawning white wall. So then again, we pushed him to not spawn under building. But it clearly could work out for the best if you play it right. If you control the middle scrapyard area, I get 3 guys right here. I believe we have a guy on bomb site planning. And yeah, I get the 4-piece right there, so it allows our team, and then we have a guy on white wall. So right here, since all of the positions we just played, having a guy in scrapyard and having a guy in red corner, making them spawn white wall and blue, we just pushed them out of their spawn and made them play the moves that they didn't want to play. I mean, it's sure you're like spawning white wall and you can get a nade off on bomb site, but then you have to make your way back to a position where you can see the bomb site and try to protect it. So that makes them run around, and it gives yourself a chance to get them out of position and kill them. So right here we get the good setup. We're making them spawn white wall, which is a good thing. I mean, for sure they have a chance of getting off spawn, but then again, it's really hard for them to get across the map. So we're gonna win this map pretty easily. So, putting a recap on what I just try to tell you guys and try to show you. Pretty much on defense, you want to control blue building without giving up the middle of the map. When you have when your last site is B bomb site. So for that creating that they can't get map control on you and they can't push you back into your spawn. Then again, like I said, on offense it can be countered if you play it right. So if you got going to their spawn and white wall, then it gives you a chance to do something and make something happen with that. So you can just get them off spawn and try to spawn rape them afterwards, or just try to give them good spawns and take advantage of it anyways. So this is Rambo again. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's going to be more podcasts and a lot of more stuff coming up with Game OD. Once again, I'm sorry for my English if it's kind of hard to understand sometimes. I am a Frenchie. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and have a good one.